For the Mariners is Alvin Davis at first, Jay Buhner in right, Greg Briley in left, Ken Griffey Jr. in center, Harold Reynolds at second, Jeffrey Leonard is the DH, Dave Cochran is the shortstop, Scott Bradley is the catcher, Jim Presley is the third baseman, and Billy Swift is the starting pitcher. He is a CRZ with a 2 fielding rating. And for the Phillies, we have Phil Weintraub is at first, Hirsch Martin is in center, Gibby Brack is in left field, Buck Jordan is the DH, Maury Arnovich is the right fielder, Pinky Whitney is the third baseman, Heine Mueller is the second baseman, Cat Clark is the catcher, and George Shrine, he's the shortstop. And the starting pitcher for the Phillies is Syl Johnson. He's a 1 on defense with a DZ. So I'm expecting to have a little more offense than I do anything else. So this is my, right here, this is my little defensive chart that I believe I had gotten this from Ron Imch. He had posted a video showing that several years ago, and I believe he made it available for download, and I had printed off a couple copies. Ultimately, I ended up getting some pads made, and these are the pads. As you can see, on one side they have a visiting team, home team, and then this will be the visiting team and the home team there. I got 6 pads, 50 sheets each. They're just one-sided, and that will work for the advanced fielding chart, which I have right here. You probably can't see it. Let me see if I can pull this up. You can kind of see it. It's laminated. It's what I use with my Babel baseball league. So I'll try to remember to do play-by-play. The Mariners are 29 on the infield, 34 overall. The Phillies are 25 on the infield and 29 overall. So we're pretty much going to be in fielding 3. Unless the ball is hit to Harold Reynolds at second for the Mariners. Buhner and King Griffey in right and center for the Mariners. And pretty much the center fielder for the Phillies. And I've got that over here, whoever that is, and the third baseman for the Phillies. And those are going to be in fielding 2. Everybody else is fielding 3. So here's Alvin Davis up to bat. A 25 is an 8 against the D. That is a single. Jay Buhner's up. A 31 is a 9 against the D. That is a single. Runner goes to second. So we have first and second. No outs. We have Greg Briley up. A 42 is a 13 with a whiff. King Griffey Jr.'s up. 2 on, 1 out. A 41 is a 26. And that is an infield fly to the second baseman. So let me enter this into my ball stat here. I may be hard to hear. I turned off the loud fan. I didn't turn off any of the other fans, so I'm not real sure how audio is going to be. 56 is a 29, and that is a 1-3. So we turn it over, and the Phillies are coming up. They're facing Billy Swift, who is a CRZ. Well, that was a 22 before I kicked it out. That's a 7. So Weintraub's on first. Hirsch Martin, 23 is a 29. That is 1-3 runner to second. So now we have a runner on second for Gib Brack. 64 is a 13 with an R. That is a out at first, runner holds. And we have Buck Jordan up. 25 is an 8 on a C. Let's see, that is there's 2 outs, but there's a single over first, S out at home, and who was the runner? That was Phil Weintraub, and he is not an S. So that's a single, runner scores. So now we're back to a runner on first, 2 outs. And that's a 55, that is an 8. That is a single over first, runner to third. So we have first and third with 2 outs. Pinky Whitney, 41 is a 24. And that is playing deep, obviously, with 2 outs. That's a 4-6 fielder's choice. Okay. So going into the top of the second, 1-0 Phillies. Jeff Leonard's up. 26 is a 13. That's a strikeout. Dave Cochran's up. A 13 is a 14. That's a base on balls. So we have a runner on first. 34 is a 31. Fielding 2 on either team. 31, runner holds. So we got 2 outs. Runner on first for Jim Presley. 55 is an 8. And that is a single over first, runner to third. We got first and third with 2 outs. Back to the top of the order. Alvin Davis is up. 33 is a 6. That is a double, clears the bases. So now we have a runner on second with 2 outs. Jay Buhner's up. 34 is a 31, and that is a fly to center. Okay, so we go to the bottom of the second. 2-1 Mariners. That's a 26 is a 26. On fielding 2, that's a 4-3. Cap Clark is up. 33 is a 7. That is a single to right. Got a runner on first with 1 out. George Sharon, I need to look that up. 64 is a 13. Oh, let's check here. That is a R. That's against Billy Swift, which I forget to do. The R is a pop short. Runner holds. So we got Weintraub up with a runner on first, 2 outs. That's a 66. That is a 0. And the 61 is a 6. That's a double with 2 outs. Runner scores. Now we have a 2-2 ball game. Runner on second with 2 outs. 62 is a 32 against the Mariners. That's fielding 2, and that is a fly to right. That's 3 outs. So we go to the top of the third. Greg Briley is up. The score is 2-2, and he is the third batter for the Mariners. 28 is a grounder to short, 6-3. King Griffey Jr.'s up. A 16 is another grounder to short. And Harold Reynolds is up. 44 is the 7. That's a single to first. Or a single runner to first. We got a man on first with 2 outs. Jeffrey Leonard's up. A 63 is a 31. That is a fly to center. Okay, so we go to bottom of 3, 2-2 with Gib Brack up. 53 is a 16. 16 is to the center fielder. I believe that is just a single. Single to center. No outs. Runner on first. Buck Jordan's up. 63 is a 31. That's a fly to center. Runner holds. Maury Arnovich is up. 55 is an 8 against a C. And there's 1 out, so runner to second. So now we have first and second with 1 out. Pinky Whitney's up. That's a 41, is a 24. That is a 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. Okay, we're back up. Top of the 4th with the Mariners up, and the score's 2-2. Shortstop Dave Cochran leads off the inning. 22 is an 8. That is a single. Scott Bradley's up, catcher. 54 is a 32. That is a fly to right, runner holds. 1 down, Jim Presley up. 45 is a, there's a runner on first, pitcher has a Z, so that's 2 balls. That's a leaner. I always re-roll leaners. 32 is a 26. That is a 4-6, fielder's choice. 4-6, fielder's choice. There we go. Okay, so we have Alvin Davis, the leadoff hitter, up. He plays first for the Mariners. He's a former Chattanooga Lookout. And a 12 is a 25 with 2 outs. That is a 4-6, fielder's choice. Okay, so we go to the bottom of the 4th. Got a 2-2 game with Heidi Mueller up. 54 is a 32. That's a fly to right. Buhner hauls it in. Cap Clark is up. 54 is another fly to right. And Jay Buhner is looking to tie a record held by many. 55 is an 8. Against Billy Swift, a C. That is a single. I believe it said the left or the center. Maybe left center. Yep, single to left center. Okay, Phil Weintraub's up to bat with 2 outs. That's a 23. That's a 29. That is a 1-3. So we go to the bottom of the, or we go to the top of the 5th. Scores 2-2 with Jay Buhner up. 63 is a 31. That's fly to center. Greg Briley up. He is the left fielder. 51 is a 9. That's a single. King Griffey Jr.'s up. A 15 is an 11. That is a single over first, runner to third, batter still second on third pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike on the batter. So, runners on second and third with 1 out. And Harold Reynolds is up. 65 is a 35. That's a foul out to the first baseman. That's gotta hurt. Now we got 2 outs, and Sil Johnson can get out of this. Jeffrey Leonard's up. 65 is another 35, another foul out to the first baseman. He wiggled his way out of that one. Okay. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is still 2-2. And both pitchers are pitching a little better than I thought they would. Hirsch Martin's up. 26 is a 26, and that's a 4-3. Gib Brack is up. 12 is a 25. That's another 4-3. And Buck Jordan, 32, fly to right. So we go to the top of the 6th. The score is 2-2. 63 is a 31. That's a fly to center. King Griffey Jr. hauls it in. 13 is a 14 for Scott Bradley, and that's a base on balls. We have a runner on first. He's a slow catcher. So Jim Presley's up. 52 is a 27. 27. Phillies is the middle. That is a 5-4 fielder's choice. So they traded a slow runner for a slow runner. Hit the wrong button there. What did I say? 5-4? How did it say? 5-4. Here we go. Okay. So we got 2 outs, runner on first, slow runner with Alvin Davis up. 63 is a 31, and that is a fly to center. Okay. So we're back to Murray Arnovich. He's up to lead off the bottom of the 6th with the score tied 2-2. 45 is a base on balls. So we got a runner on first with no outs. Pinky Whitney's up. 61 is a 24, and that is a 6-4-3 twin killing. Okay, Heidi Mueller's up. An 11, that's a 0. He's got 5 chances for a home run here. And he hit one of them. That's out of here. So Heidi Mueller gives the Phillies the lead in the bottom of the 6th. Score is now 3-2 Phillies. 35 is a 36. That's a ball. Looks like Billy Swift might be a little shook up. 64 is a 13. He came back to strike him out. So 3-2 going in the top of the 7th. Score is 3-2 Phillies with Jay Buhner up. 23 is a 12. That is a grounder to third. Greg Briley's up. 13 is a 14. That's a base on balls. We got a runner on first for Junior. 66. Did you hear what I said? That is out of here, over the fence. Home run over the left field fence. So we now have a 4-3 ball game. The Mariners have taken the lead. Harold Reynolds is up. 22 is a 7. Looks like Sil Johnson might be losing it. We may have to go to the pen here. Uh-oh, Jeffrey Leonard. He's gone deep. How deep is he gone? A 6. That is a double. Harold Reynolds is fast. He scores. Okay, so we're going to go to the pen for the Phillies, I believe. It is 5-3. Let's see here. We do have some defensive substitutions. Everybody they have to bring in is a D. Oh, here's a D reliever, but he's got a W. These are the guys that started the last two games. They pitch complete games, so they're worn out. I guess we're going to go to Hollinsworth. Try to get some strikeouts here. Okay, so we got Boots Hollinsworth. Let's write this down here. This is where I keep track of pitchers. DY. Okay. So we have a 5-3 ball game with Dave Cochran coming up. Let me get my pitcher in here. Hollinsworth, he doesn't bat. Okay. So Dave Cochran's up. We have 1 out, runner on second, and 3 in this inning. 51 is a 9. 9 with the runner on second. That is a single through short, runner holds. Jeffrey Leonard is fast. That's a single. Runner scores. Got a runner on first now for Scott Bradley. 42 is the 13 with a whiff. And Jim Presley up with 2 outs, runner on first. 62 is the 13 with another whiff. Okay, so Billy Swift has done yeoman's work. He held him to 3 runs. And we're going to bring in we're going to make some wide scale changes here. Wide scale changes, I'm sorry. We're going to bring in Comstock, Jackson, and Schooler. So we are at the bottom of the order for the Phillies. So we're going to bring in let's bring in Schooler. He's got the saves, but I think this is a high leverage situation. And we're going to make some defensive changes here. So we're going to bring, this is the order they're going to hit in the lineup, going left to right. So we're going to go okay, you can see this on the screen. I'm going to bring Cotto is going to go into Greg Briley's spot, and he's also going to play left field. Okay, so Cotto in for Briley. Okay. Griffey, Reynolds. He's the DH. Shortstop, we're going to bring Valley into Cochran's spot, and he's going to catch. So let's go Valley. Okay. We're going to bring Martinez into Bradley's spot at catcher. It's hard to believe Edgar Martinez, a Hall of Fame DH, basically. And in 89, I'm considering him a defensive substitution. Okay. And Omar Vizquel is going to be the shortstop, and he's going to bat in Presley's spot. So you got the scale, shortstop. Okay. And then go back up here. And the new pitcher is going to be Schooler. Now with all those changes, I'm going to hit the X button here. And we've got Valley at catcher. I've got Edgar Martinez at third. Omar Vizquel at short. And Henry Cotto is in left. Okay, so that should get it done. Okay, let me hit the D button just to check. I think that's the button I hit. Yeah, we've got Cotto, Griffey, Buhner, Edgar, Vizquel, Harold, and Alvin, Schooler to Valley. So we're good. And fill entire score sheet now. Fill the entire score sheet from the cursor position. Yes, score sheet. Okay, so we got that. Okay, so we're good there. Oh, I need to update my sheet over here. Let's see, we got a 2 coming in here. We had a 4 third. We had an 8 short. We had an 8 catcher. So the infield is going to go 8 and 4 will be 12. 2 and 8 will be adding 10. That'll be 22 and 3. 8 and 4 is 12. 8 and 8 is 16. That's 28. And adding 5 to that is 31. And then I'm adding 6 to the outfield, so that's 37. Okay. So that's how we do the substitutions. We've got Scareen up, I guess that's how I'm going to say it. And he's facing a B, X, Y, Z. Oh, I forgot to write him down here too. Let me do that. Okay. Okay, so Scareen is up. 65 is 35. That's a 3 unassisted. Okay. Mickey Weintraub. Well, it says Phil up here on ball score. Okay, 32 is a 26. That's a grounder to second. We have Hirsch Martin up. 22 is 0. That is a 33. Oh, we hit a triple. Okay, we got a runner on third, 2 outs. Give Brack up. 25, that's an 8 on a B. Oh, we got lucky there. That's a fly out to right. That's the end of the inning. Okay, so Alvin Davis is up against Hollingsworth. 13 is a 14. Runner on first. And the score is 5-3, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's a 51. That is a 9 with a runner on first. That's an infield single. Henry Cotto's up with runners on first and second. That's 43. That's a 29. That is out at first, runners advance one base. So now we have one out, second and third. With Junior up to bat. You know, with Philadelphia, their offense is decent enough to where I'm not gonna play in. I'm gonna play deep. Yeah, I'm gonna play deep. That's a 27. Oh, got lucky there. Out at first, runners hold. 5-3. Did I do that right? Oh, I did that incorrectly. Let me back up and correct that. And I'm just hitting the backspace key to correct that. I meant to hit that. I meant to hit 0FD for runners hold, and then get off that screen. So now we're on second, third with 2 outs. That's a 34. That's a fly to center. Nothing happens. Okay, so Schooler has pitched his inning. We're up to the 4th spot in the Phillies order. So we're going to go let's go with Comstock. He's going to come in and pitch. We got Comstock. Okay. He's a 1. So that drops me down to 30. Which is still fielding 2 on the overall, and that's still fielding 2 on the infield as well, so that's good. Okay. So I got to do it in ball score. Can't forget that. New pitcher. Comstock. Okay, so we got Button Jordan up. Bottom of 8. Score is 6-3. Okay, 61 is a 39. That is a strike, I believe. Yeah, he doesn't have a W, so that's just a strike. 0-1 to the batter. 62 is a 27. That is a 5-3. Edgar to Alvin. Moryanovich. 16 is a 28. That's the shortstop, Omar to Alvin. 6-3. Pinky Whitney with 2 outs. 53 is a 20. And let's see. Yeah, 8 on second baseman is fielding 1. So that is E4. Okay, we got a runner on first for Heidi Mueller. We got a 61 as a 36. That is a wild pitch. That's a odd number, or even number, so that's a ball. Wild pitch, runner to second. 2 outs, runner to second for Heidi Mueller. 36 is a 33. That's a pop short. So the Mariners got out of the inning. Hollingsworth seems to be doing okay. I'm going to leave him in there. He got into a little bit of a pickle last inning, but you know, he's pitched 208 innings. I think he can go 3. Jeffrey Leonard's up 6'3", top of 9. 25 is an 8. That's a single. Dave Valley, 34 is a 31. That is a fly to center, runner holds. Edgar Martinez, 31 is a 14. That is a base on ball. So we got first and second with 1 out. And we got Omar. 14 is a 30. Runners hold. We got Mr. Mariner, Alvin Davis up with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. And he hits a 16. That's a 28. And that is a 6-4 fielder's choice. Okay, so we go to the bottom of 9. The Mariners are going to bring in, I believe Jerry Reed is going to come in and hopefully shut down the Phillies. Close the game out. He's a 2B. Let's see. He's a 2. We're back up to 31 there. And 37 overall. Okay. We got Reed. Okay, so we got Cap Clark leading off the bottom of the 9th here. Let me Okay, so we're back down here. We got a ball, then a single. Okay, we're going to pitch hit for Scarine with Chuck Klein. Okay, Chuck Klein is going to pinch hit. pretty sure I saw a shortstop in there. Not that it matters all that much. So, Screen is out. Pinch hitter. Chuck Klein. Okay. 22. He got a 7. So we had a runner on first against the B. Yeah, 7. Single runner to third. Okay, so we got first and third. Top of the order's coming up. Okay, Mickey Phil Weintraub, or Phil Mickey Weintraub's up. 65 is a 35. Oh, we got a foul out to second base. They dodged something there. There's one down. Hirsch Martin's up. 16 is a 28. They're playing deep. That's a 4-6. Fielder's choice.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Runner out at second. The other one scores. What did I say? 6-4. Okay. Okay, so that's a 6-4. The score is 6-4 with the runner on first and 2 outs. And we got Give Brack up. 24. Oh, a 13 to end the game. Wow. Well, that was a good game. Okay. Well, I'll go through my post-game rituals here. Let me put the batters back in their spots. Okay. Let's see, Cochran. Val hit for him. Okay, so he's back in. Brad, he's out. He's out. He's out. Okay. Okay, I always keep my seating chart for the bench. That way when I play with these guys again, I have everything ready to go. Okay, so let's go over here. Let's, yeah, I gotta do. I'm glad that thing pops up when it does. In. Billy Swift got the win. These guys got holds. He got a save. I think Sil Johnson took the loss. Let me look over here and see. Yeah, Johnson gave up the home run to Griffey, and that's where they lost the lead. Okay. And let me go up here.